Duncan here from JTA, your Scotland and Northern Ireland rep, and my esteemed colleague, Harry Taylor from
Good morning. Good afternoon.
the South. He's from the
South.
South, isn't it? And we are here just talking about some stuff. What are we going to be talking about this week? Well, I've got a Dunk's discovery that we'll talk through. But what I like to do is I like to start with Harry's weekly whinge, because it can only get better from here. So, Harry, what's your weekly whinge, my friend?
Yeah, sorry to bring this one. So I know we've had other things in the past. M25. Now I'm
topical.
Yeah, topical, and I'm sure people have moaned about it before, and I have. And
not in my area, but whatever. Crack on.
Yeah, but you know of it because it's infamous. Now, I must say, I've actually not had too many bad experiences on there in the time I've been out on the road and the amount of time I've had to use it. And if I'm stuck for 15 or 20 minutes, that's just what you get. That's right. Going through Heathrow security, you know you're going to be there for a while. But the other day, I was stuck on there for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, okay, fair. That is fair. I mean,
yes.
You know, it does put a wrinkle in your day. How did you, apart from, I knew you were going to tell me about this because you did phone me on a number of occasions to stay sane. How else did you while away the time?
Well, besides, losing the will to live and plotting what revenge I would get on said piece of road one day when I get into government, I thought, you know what? Let's ring around some people. Let's ring around some of what I guess we call our nil booking accounts. People who have maybe not used JTA in a good couple of years. Let's sit here while we're doing absolutely nothing, and I've got nothing to distract me. Let me ring these people and have some nice conversations. Maybe cheer myself up as well.
And how did you go with that?
Was that
successful?
Yeah, it was actually really good. It's like an unplanned, carved bit of time to do that. Whereas maybe normally I'd do that another day of the week when I was sitting at home, but I've got the kettle right there. I could sit here in the car thinking this is all I actually have to do at the moment. I'm literally killing 3 birds with one stone here.
It certainly stopped you from phoning me and ruining my day. So I appreciate that. Well, good. There we are. Harry's weekly whinge. Very, very location specific. I apologise to anyone in Wales, the Midlands, the North, the far north of Scotland, the far west of Northern Ireland, or the Channel Islands, Cornwall, Devon, who might not have found that content particularly interesting.
No, though for Channel Islands, there was a car about 4 in front of me with GBJ on the reg. So some unfortunate person from Jersey had actually managed to get stuck in this with me, and maybe they'll never visit England again.
The Big Island.
Yeah, the Big Island, yeah.
Well, they'll have to just use Blue Islands from now on and just fly up. Moving swiftly on. What I am just back off holidays, as you know. So I came home from Australia last Sunday, and what I discovered, I flew Emirates, and obviously I know Emirates pretty well, flown them a few times, really good airline. All the things you expect. Services is fab. Food was really, really good. I was fortunate enough to be on a 50% empty A380 out of Brisbane into Dubai on Sunday night. Left Brisbane at 2 a.m. local time. And I got 4 seats to myself in the middle. And my discovery is that I can lie down flat. Now, those of you who met me, I'm about 6'2", 6'3", and I'm a bit wide in the shoulder. I can lie flat across 4 seats in economy.
Wow. Any overhang?
And no overhang.
No overhang.
No overhang. My baldy head wasn't touching the ends, wasn't touching the handle, and my feet weren't hanging over the edge.
And was there much room between the feet and the edge?
Yeah, good. There was enough.
Okay.
There was enough. The only thing that would have made me more comfortable is if I'd got a seatbelt extender to give myself a little bit more room around the middle. Because 2 weeks on holiday at my mum's house, there'd been a couple of cakes. That's all I'm going to say. But, agents out there, if you've got a taller client and they've got, if they've got the opportunity, lay down, lay flat. It was as close to business class as I think I'm ever going to get.
Brilliant. Peter Jones might be okay on a on a
I think
flight?
he's going to be all right. I think
Gonna
he's
be
at the
fine.
other end. He's in the
Okay.
suite.
Yeah.
He's all good. He's all good.
So he doesn't fly
Um,
economy, we don't reckon.
I don't think he flies Emirates
No.
economy, and if he did, he'd have a lovely time. Uh, so that's I guess that's
Wow.
my big discovery for the week.
That's
You
brilliant.
know, the where when in doubt, lie flat on Emirates.
Yeah, too right. So we know the seat width must be at least 1.5 feet then per seat. If
Thank you,
6 feet.
thank you for doing that maths. That's great. Appreciate that maths. Thank you very much. We won't talk about how big a pitch it needed to be to get my middle across the middle. Um, so there we go. So another thing that was occurring to me the other day
Hmm.
was do somebody's asked me the other day if we have any favorite agents,
Oh,
and and would is that something that you and I should launch into here?
yeah. I mean, my favourite one's definitely just because I really think they're yeah. And in
Sorry,
fact,
did you glitch there? Was that a glitch?
uh,
Okay.
oh well, if we did, I can't repeat it. So
No, so
yeah.
I mean, there isn't a list, but if there was a list, the agents that offer me a cuppa when I come in
Oh,
would maybe be on that
yeah,
list that may or may not exist.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
yes. And sometimes the unexpected cuppa.
The
I know.
unexpected cuppa. That
Yeah,
was always
sometimes
annoys.
you may have been in there 3 4 times, never been offered a cuppa, and then all of a sudden the kettle just happens to be on, and you're offered one, and that is
Absolutely. Now,
fantastic.
that said, I don't always take the cuppa,
Ooh,
just because we drink a lot of coffee. I drink a lot of coffee during the day,
yeah, true.
and if I drank a coffee at every agency I went to visit every day, I'd never sleep.
Yeah, say no
But
more. I know what you mean. But
people
then
should definitely still offer them to me.
yeah, and does it feel a bit rude to turn the cuppa down though, or not? Do you sometimes feel like you should have one for the sake of not turning it down?
I'm going to admit that maybe I have done that in the past.
Yes, exactly. And the worst one I've had, I was offered a cuppa, stated coffee, milk and no sugar,
Yep.
and what came out was a tea. I really don't
And
like tea.
it's hard to drink through gritted teeth, isn't it?
It is, and a new agent that I really didn't want to, trying to make a good impression with.
Yep.
I thought I'll have this, and I changed mine. I said, "Oh, I'll have a couple of sugars, actually, please." Thinking they probably thought, "Oh, this
Yeah.
guy," and yeah, managed to get my way through it.
Yeah. So yeah, just that somebody asked me during the week. They said, how often do you get offered cups of coffee and then or a cup of anything?
Mm.
So I thought that was worthy of just
Yeah,
a wee chat.
I think
Um,
yeah, definitely.
Probably a bit of seriousness.
Hmm.
Noted this morning on the trade press
Yes.
that the ETIAS, don't know if I'm pronouncing that acronym correctly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ETIAS for Europe, the price is stated it's going to be going up to 20 euros
Yes.
um, end of next year, as opposed to 7. So
Yeah.
what are we thinking about that?
Well, I did wonder because I know in the US they're putting their Ester prices up, aren't they?
Hmm.
And part of me did wonder, is it a small retaliation back that we've just caught in the crossfires with? And I think the US one was probably because the World Cup was coming, so they knew they could capitalize on that. I
Yeah,
don't know if it was because of that they've decided, or maybe this whole project's costing a lot more than they anticipated.
the
So
the press is saying that it's costing more.
yeah,
The infrastructure, the technology,
yes,
inflation. Also saying that it is actually, like you say, bringing it in line with the cost of the US
hmm
um, for the ESTA, and bringing it in line with the UK ETA,
oh yeah, because how much?
the
I don't
cost of
even know
the
how much
UK
the UK
ETA.
costs.
Yeah. Well, the UK one costs it's gone up to £16,
Has it? See,
and
things we
and
don't
the
think about, isn't it?
yeah, and the ESTA is now $21, and
Wow.
Australian e-visitor visa
Yeah.
for Australia is also $20. So I think it's
Mm.
just bringing. Seems like they're you know bringing things in line, but maybe using the excuse of tech and inflation to hide that cost increase a little bit, maybe. But just
Yeah.
something. I mean, not something we're going to have to think about until the end of next year, October 2026,
if
and
not
it'll probably
pushed back.
change another 7 times between then and now.
I would imagine so.
We can but hope. Maybe sanity will prevail, and everyone will get to travel for free everywhere.
Well, one day.
One day. Once we're all rich, we won't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
The only other thing that really caught my eye this last week, mate, and it's another question for you. What if you owned a travel agency, and you were going to get a beer made, what would you name your beer?
Crikey, the natural thing when owning a travel agency to
beer and travel go very well together.
Get a beer.
Otherwise, Witherspoons in airports would not exist.
Oh, this is very true. And there inflated costs in there. No, this is a good question. A beer, and I've got to name it for my. So it's got to have some travel-related theme to it, I would think.
You would imagine so if you were Harry's Travels. What do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I would think I'm gonna have to try and come up with some clever pun that has some country or city name in there. Have you already thought of one, by the way?
No, well, I haven't thought of one, but
Okay.
I did see, and you know how much I love a pun.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm very punny.
Yes.
Swindon Travel Hub, down south, has they've gone into collaboration with a local brewery for their first anniversary.
Oh wow!
And they've Broadtown Brewery has created a special IPA for Swindon Travel Hub called Alpaca My Bags. So alpaca, like the llama thing. Alpaca My Bags, which, it's a pun. We like it. Amazing. I don't know what the connection with alpacas and Peru and Swindon Travel Hub is.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So if we were to brainstorm one,
right.
I just feel like this is very not punny if it takes us 5 minutes to come up with one. But I'm trying to go like Eiffel Tower, Eiffel, I'm full. That's not very good. Don't like that.
I'm full tower.
Yeah, I'm really struggling here to come up with something good. I really am. And I've been, as you've been telling that story, I've been really going through landmark cities, capital cities, and
I'm not. I mean, I've got nothing. I've spent zero time thinking about this. I've been trying to do other things like a proper sales manager should. But maybe a bit of homework for the both of us for next episode. Maybe we come up with the punniest beer for our imaginary travel agency.
You know what? I think that's a good idea. We come on. The first thing we talk about is our new beers, whether they be IPAs or whatever they are.
Yeah.
And maybe someone watching will have one that springs straight to mind, and they'll comment below on
pop it in the comments.
Oh,
give us your beer suggestions and pop it in the comments.
That's it. And any other thoughts on any of the serious things as well?
Absolutely. Obviously, thoughts on the seriousness. That'd be great. Thoughts on the ghost that just walked behind me, as well. But as this is the first official episode, we'd love to. There's no like and subscribe because that isn't the right platform.
Yeah.
But beer suggestions, fantastic. Thoughts on visa costs would be great too. This isn't travel gossip, so it doesn't have to be serious. Hello, my wife just walked behind me. That's brilliant. You can tell this is half live and half not.
It's authentic.
It's authentic.
Authentic. That's what
People
it is.
Exist.
No cuts.
We are not avatars of ourselves.
Exactly. And we're not sitting here in padded offices. We're living our real lives.
We're living our real lives
where we can.
Perfect. Well, I think, mate, with that, I think that's a perfect time to end. First episode of Just Talking About.
Happy days.
I hope people have as much giggles potentially watching this as you and I have obviously had whilst making it. and watch this space for episode 2.
Yeah, and if you're after a serious travel podcast,
Go to Spotify.
Yeah, and just search
I'm
it
sure
in.
this. Yeah, I'm sure that fella that they interview all the time on the BBC. He's got
Simon Calder.
Yeah, Simon Calder. Simon
Yeah.
Calder has one of these that is far, far more informative and professional. This is just a bit of fun for you and me.
Yeah, we're just talking about.
We're just talking about. All right, my
Nice.
friend.
All right,
Good to
have
chat
a good
with you.
one.
There's my wife again. Hello, love. Nice to see you. I'm going to go and talk to her now.
Brilliant. I'm off. See you later.
See ya.